you doing? I've been meaning to do this for a while, and we're going to do just a quick review of A History of American Tonalism, 1880 to 1920, but what you're looking at here is the first edition in 2010. 2010. This was going for up to $300 at one point, $350. Then they did a second edition, which I have, and we're going to do the unboxing. I'm sure you recognize that box. We get them out here too. Brand new. I had to have it. It has a different cover. Apparently it's got a bunch of other good stuff in it too. I had to have it. It's my favorite book. Actually not in a really great cash position right now, but whatever. You know, you spend money on things that you love. So we're doing the unboxing. See this? We're going to see this together. I've been talking about this book on my channel for years, and then researching. I was telling people, oh, you better get busy with that. You better get busy with that second edition. It'll sell out too. Well, they got a third edition. Who does book unboxings? Dunno. Now you might wonder what these are here for. They're just to help you with some reflections. So, different cover, as you can see. The one I just showed you, it's faded from the sun. That's my studio copy. I've had that ever since. Oh, nice. A bit different. So, Cleveland is a famous American name, of course. 2010, 2017, 2021. That's 3 editions. You are going to want to get this book, and the great news is, I'm not getting too bad a reflection right now, so let's try and straighten it for you. This is the thing. David A. Cleveland writes like a poet. He writes so beautifully. And David, if you see this video, someone puts you onto it, contact me through my website. I'm a huge fan. I've been wanting to reach out to you forever. This book has been one of my major inspirations. It's the best art book ever. And like I say, David, oh, look at these. The quality of the reproductions is amazing. That's Homer Dodge Martin. So I thought it'd be great to, what a beautiful painting, eh? It doesn't look like you're getting the glare issues like I am either, so that's awesome. I was able to solve that. I've got like the window and I've got a light, and it looks like they're kind of canceling out. It's a subtle glare, but. So he writes about the history of American tonalism in great detail, and with such an amazing breadth and grasp of history. I mean, I could do on this. I've done many studies after this painting. Probably will again. I love that one. I don't care about modernism. I could have done without the tagline. That's new. I think that's new. I haven't seen that before. So I'm guessing, by the way, I mean, I'm not doing a page by page, but it did say there was like a bunch of new images. And that's beautiful. The reproduction quality in this is top notch. It's really amazing. And hopefully you're not getting too much glare. That's why I had the 2 blocks of sandpaper there. Wow. I don't remember this or this previous. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So if you're into tonalism, you need to have this book. And these reproductions, the quality is amazing. There's a few that I thought that I haven't really seen anywhere else. I thought, like, this is Charles Harry Eaton. Oh, I'd love to do a study after that. Absolutely. And I don't think I've seen that one before. I have so many copies. Actually, I think I have 2 copies of the first edition and 1 copy of the second. and I loan them out because I'm almost trying to turn people into tonalism. That's one of the reasons why I started even doing this channel. I don't know what we're doing on timing here. We're at 5 minutes, so we're okay. I want this to be maybe a 15-20 minute video, so I might be able to go through every single page. Don't know. Look at that. What a great grab. Ben Foster. I'm not that familiar with Ben. I really love that. Ooh, Robert Minor. That's beautiful. I love this. Now he's folding in. That's not Whistler. It looks like Whistler though. That looks like a Whistler etching, but it isn't. It isn't. What do I know? I'm not an art historian. David A. Cleveland, one of the best. He's amazing. That is Whistler. And he ties Whistler into the tonalist movement, and he does a good job. I personally don't see Whistler as a tonalist, although he did certainly work tonally. Well, that's so dark, eh? J. Frank Courier. And you're not getting the glare. It's like I did a pretty good job. Pretty good job with the lighting here. Wow, look at that. One thing I like is like the way their things are reproduced in this book. So that was all the preface. He starts off with Hunt and Lafarge. I remember that. Daubigny. That's Barbizon. You can't have American tonalism without the Barbizon. You can't have the Barbizon without Constable. Everything's interrelated. Oh, I really like this book. I love this book so much. And my thinking was, hey, we'll do a little thing on the channel, point out how great it is to people. People will buy it. So that'll be helping to support. Oh, look at that. Lafarge, that is amazing. I'm not as impressed with this one, but I love that painting. That is stunning. I get so inspired every time I look at this. And reading it too, I have to say. He writes, like so many art books are just a bunch of spooled out art drivel. Not David A. Cleveland. He turns a phrase beautifully. He understands poetry. He understands tonalism because he's a poet. I haven't read any poetry from David. I don't even know much about David A. Cleveland. I know he had some amazing blog posts on, was it Artsy? And I believe I heard his son is one of the people behind Artsy, but I don't know much about it. I haven't seen that before. That's amazing. It's amazing. Some of these I might type into the Google and see if I can find images. I am going to do a study after that coming up. The section on Annette is great. I would love it, by the way, David, if you're reading, if you're watching this video, someone of your friends says, hey man, they put your book on YouTube, man. We'll get a lot of views on this. We will. Yeah, this has been very inspirational. That's Homer Dodge Martin. He's great. Yeah, no, if I can promote this book, and let's get it to a fourth printing, folks, because it's so great. It's so well written. The reproductions are so beautiful. It's all about one of the best movements in art history that a lot of people still don't know about. And one of the reasons I just started putting all my videos out for free on my channel back in the day was just people hadn't heard of it. I'm just trying to promote it, Not a lot of ego involved. And I'm not ego-free. I mean, but fortunately my ego is not that bad, not that entrenched, because, people like some of the paintings in here could definitely give you a complex. Talkman. Yeah, he did both tonalism and American Impressionism, and David A. Cleveland talks about that. He makes the point, I believe, this is a beautiful painting. Can you see that? That was a famous, pretty famous poster print in the, that's a study in mastery. That is tonal mastery. And graphically beautiful as well. Yeah, a little bit of glare in some of these. I'm trying to ameliorate it. Thank goodness the sun's not out today, though. That's a break for you guys. Frederick Arthur Bridgman. not the Bridgman Anatomy guy. I don't think I've seen this before. These are amazing. Ooh. Yeah, I can't say I love this one, but oh, I love these. Those are amazing. Alexander Harrison. Now, the thing about Alexander Harrison is he would do the same scene. He kept working bigger, bigger, bigger. That's one of the places where I got that idea, although sometimes I do a larger one and then a smaller one. This is famous. Birch Harrison wrote a book on tonalism. Yeah, and that's referred to here. Techniques of vibration and refraction. He had his theories. Frankly, I've dispelled his theory as a painter. I'm not an art historian. I'm not trying to diss Birch either. It's a great book, but I get tonalist results with painting on a red, as he claims, or painting on brown, or painting on gray, or dark burnt umber. You know, I can get it. I probably, about the only way I wouldn't be able to get it is Whistler. Whistler's etchings were so influential, can't be underestimated. And Whistler was very influential. Now that is new. I haven't seen that before. And sorry if I'm wrong. You'd have to have multiple copies and go through them bit by bit. I love that. Absolutely love that. David A. Cleveland. 12 years ago this book came out, and it's just the most amazing book. It won awards. Look at that. That's neat. Pinkham Ryder. Yeah, he was a tonalist, but he was kind of in his own groove, man. Yeah. Never heard of Robert Van Boerskirk, but it could have been in the first two editions as well. I don't believe the second edition added any pictures or anything. I could be wrong. You know, I remember this being in the first edition. This is a very amazing painting. I questioned some of the compositional choices, but then again, they actually work, and the color is amazing. So this gives you a chance. I think the book's going for 80, 90 bucks, new, totally worth it. Save your pennies. Go buy it. John Henry Talkman. I have not seen that before. I really love it though. I love this Eaton as well. Now, David E. Cleveland. Oh, that's what I say. David, if you're watching this whole video, man, you got to do a whole book on Francis Murphy, man. Your chapter is the only place. Georgia Ness. That's a good one. I'm going to be doing a study after that one. Yes, I am. And the reproduction I'm working from isn't quite as good, so hopefully I'll remember. Maybe I'll shoot a picture of my phone. I get the sense that these are dialed in color-wise really, really well. I've done a study after that. I never really did love this one. I mean, I like the painting. I just don't want to do a study after. It's just kind of coming apart at the edges. He talks a lot about Pinkham Ryder, as I recall. I can't say if I've ever read I love this stuff from Pinkham Ryder. Can you see that? Did this like semi-abstract-y sailboat scenes. So we're on 13. I'm going to pick up the speed a little. Yeah, Blakelock. I like Blakelock, but he's not my favorite. I've done studies after that, and that looks quite close to what I did, to be honest. Yeah, I was a supporter of the channel, bought that recently. Murphy. I don't think I've seen that before. That's amazing. Francis Murphy. Yeah, you got to get this book just for the chapter on Murphy, which, like I said, it's practically a standalone book on its own. It's about the only place you're going to really get a comprehensive overview. Murphy is one of the, to me, number 2 or 3. It's hard to say. He was more prolific, I think, than Eaton. And to me, I vibe more with Murphy than Eaton, but I certainly vibe with Eaton. Charles Harold Davis did some good paintings. I'm not as into the watercolor stuff. I'm just not. Yeah. trying to speed this up. And probably there's a section in the back with modern art. I don't. No offense, David. I'm not my thing. Don't care for it. Love that though. It's an etching. It's so beautiful. Oh, look at that. Coast. I did a study after Coast about 4 or 5 months ago. Really came out nice. That's an etching. That's beautiful. That would make great to do a painting from. I like Alden Ware. I've done some studies after his work. I've done a study after this. I'd like to do that again. I really like that reproduction. I'm still doing studies after the Masters. I haven't arrived, you know. Dwight try on, not one of my favorites, although really like this one. Whoa, that is amazing. I always associate him with these trees in a row. Yeah, that's what I associate. I don't love it. I don't love these, but I love that one that I just saw back there. So it's great. Surprisingly, I would hope that there's a few tonalists that we're missing from this book that might make an appearance. One is named Chuck. What's his name? And then study after him. I have not seen his work in here, and I'm forgetting his name. Ooh, my first ding. Oh my goodness. That's all right. This is not, you know, these books, I mean, if I became destitute, had to sell everything off, I'd be sitting there with my Tonalism books and some paints and some boards, you know. That's where I'd be. Brilliant. Tonal. I really like Ben Foster. There's quite a lot more of his stuff in here. Rise of the Tonalist Establishment. Look at that. White. I have done a study after that, and I have it over here. Ooh, why did I glaze that super yellow? Yeah, okay. Good one. That's great, because I have put that up, but I've been holding off on the liquiding. I'm going to glaze it. I love glazing. I stop myself because, you know, the thing of a lot of this toneless work is quite dark, right? And that just doesn't work in a lot of people's decor, which, you know, I'm just honoring. That's just the way I want to work in. But I try not to go too dark. Look at that. That's J. Francis Murphy, and that's one I haven't seen before. Alright, so we got a few more minutes here. I've done a study after that. Mine wasn't so yellow. I've done study after that very small, but I really love that one. Melville Dewey. Wow, that's beautiful. Melville, you're killing it. I've done a study after this. Mine was not that burnt. But you know, a lot of times I get these references and they've been color corrected or adjusted. And I should point that out, like in a lot of my videos, you never know. It's like, it might look one way on my screen and a different on yours. That's new. That's new in this book. I'm so glad I got this book. I've done study after that. I cropped it very differently though, but I do love that. Wow, beautiful. So we're seeing this together for the first time here. And you know, this will be 4K, so and I think I'll just release it 4K to everybody. Usually I only do 4K for members. I love you too. Wow, look at that. Brilliant, hey. Coast. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. Oil on panel. Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff in here. It's definitely worth picking up. So pick it up even if you have the beautiful. Also beautiful. Even if you have the first or second edition, pick it up. Pick it up. You're not going to regret it having those new ones. Probably a bunch of new text in there. This is a good one, you know, sit down, open it up somewhere, read a bit, look through it, and then get to work, get to painting, you know. How inspirational is this? Just wow, laying it on thick. That's cost, looks like a little study, 4x6. Boom, boom, boom. Wow, look at that. This makes me want to do some glazing. Okay, we're at 20 minutes, so I'm going to wrap things up. Done a study after that. It wasn't hard, was it? And you know, I'm going through this about the same speed I think anyone would. There's a lot of pages. It's a big book. It was heavy. I've done a study after that. I think that one too. That one too. So we'll cut it short when we get into the modernism. Alright, I didn't want to go much over the 20-minute mark, so this is great stuff though. Look at that. Hubla. I think he talks about some of the Germans and stuff, as I recall. Been a while since I really sat down and read it. Like I say, it's very dense. I love that painting, and I love Henry Ward Ranger's forest stuff. Yeah, so well, you're going to be buying it, so you won't miss out on some of this. Yeah, I don't know about that. And then you get into this modern stuff. There you go. Go check it out. Support David A. Cleveland. You might be rich. You're probably rich, David. You should be. But if you're not, hopefully you sold a bunch more. And thank you for putting these out. It was amazing. They're the best. You're the best. Take good care. Stay out of trouble. And God bless you and your family.